The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
So Tom, I know I was busting on you for your yard and your dog leavings and different things.
Robins.
But I was talking with Stan at Syracuse Dog Fence.
Yes.
People are now, it's spring. People are going, you know what? I want to keep that dog in the yard.
Sure thing.
And they've started to install the fence, the wire under the ground. The dog doesn't leave the yard. You've had it. I've had it.
So get this. One of the ways that they train, because that's a big part of their installation, is training your pet on the fence.
Right.
And we have the little flags, and they were like these little tiny plastic American flags dotted my whole property. Well, I have to mow the lawn at some point. So I went out to pull those flags. Do you know that Luna, if I just hold up a flag, she backs up about 5 feet and goes into a sitting position?
How about that?
Yeah, because she's been trained.
And it's not torching the dog.
Not at all.
It's all like, hey, okay. And
they need those boundaries.
Back with the boundaries keeps them. The whole safe in the yard thing is true. But Zoe would never leave.
No,
at all. But if you thought about it, and maybe you've got a dog or two, Tom and I know the thing works.
It's excellent.
American made, and they'll quote you right on the phone, or they can look at it and talk to you.
Rechargeable collars, it's all good.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. You don't need. It used to be you had to buy batteries. You don't have to buy batteries anymore.
Nothing.
SyracuseDogFence.com, but or call Stan. Cell number 315, that big area code.
Yes.
415, and then a whole bunch of fives. So 315-415-5555. Stan will answer, be like, hello, Stan. And great guy, and we love Donna and Stan, and they've been great folks.
Excellent. All right. It's our pleasure to bring back onto the show Carol Terry. She's the sales manager over there at Mattress Makers here in Syracuse. How are you, Carol?
I'm very good, and I'm happy to be with my two favorite gentlemen.
Oh,
and I love
you.
Following Dog Do. So that's what more we asked for. So yeah.
It's an upgrade now.
It is, yeah. Let's hope. No.
So you've been over to Mattress Makers in the main factory location, which is in DeWitt, right off of, what's that road?
Bridge Street.
Bridge Street there.
Across from everything.
Across from everything.
Fleet feed and right back in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when people walk in, generally they're talking to you, yes?
Yeah, a lot of the times, yes.
Yeah. And how long have you been there?
25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
Have you seen the industry change as far as, what the big brands are doing? And they've changed a lot, I would imagine, but how has Mattress Makers changed?
It's so funny you said this, because I was just thinking about this. Comparisons.
Yeah.
So I did a new place. I walked into a new place, and I did some shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely realized that you absolutely do everything different where you go.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't greeted. I didn't try a mattress, and I ask about organics, because that's our really best product as far as what goes into it.
Uh-huh.
And I asked what the specs of a mattress were, and the lady said to me, well, what are specs? And so I'm sure she was new, and don't get me wrong, but I was thinking about how are we different, because I had a call yesterday, it's interesting, and some of the larger stores, some of them are wonderful, some of them have wonderful furniture, I've done business with them, never ever knock my competition, they're wonderful, and the person who owns this is. And what I learned was what they saw versus who we are. Number one, we're small. So we don't order things by truckloads of thousands of pieces at once. I wish we could, but it makes it different. But we also are family. So when you walk into our store, not only do we greet you, but we educate you. We're not really salespeople. Sometimes I think I'm a counselor. I wonder how much they make an hour. but what I was going to say was, because when you get to make people feel comfortable and you interview them and you know what are their pressure points and What has their experience been? What are they looking for? And one of the hardest things to do, but the best things to do, Charlie will kill me, is that if we don't have the right thing, and I don't think it's a match, I send them shopping. Now, usually they come back, but when people know you're trying to take their needs, match what you have to it. The other thing, of course, is being local. It's being two-sided. For instance, people have hundreds of adjustable bases. They're not as popular as they used to be, especially for side sleepers, and I am one.
Yeah.
And so, but when we make an inner spring mattress that's going on an adjustable base, we put a note on it, and they put little niches all the way up the sides, because you're always moving the head, you're always moving the feet, and in about 2 years, you have a big bunch in the center of the mattress. So if you put these little notches in, they don't see them, they don't feel them, but they never have that. Or if you buy a king bed, and people want kings, and most people walk in and say, oh, I've got divots and something, and I need this, and we haven't had a mattress. King mattresses are wonderful, but they're squares. They're 76 by 80.
Yeah.
And most people walk in and they'll say, without a doubt, I have a canoe on each side and I have a camel hump in the middle.
Yes.
Because they sleep on the sides. Yeah. So you have to, tell them to spoon a little more, which the wives want to kill me and the husbands love it. But anyway, so, or move around in it a little bit. So when you've been in the industry long enough that you can really read or people feel heard, and you treat them with respect. It's like working with Zoes. It doesn't get any better. And you're so respected, and you're so well taken care of. That's what we offer, I think, more than any other place, because we care.
And the two-sided mattress, those aren't popular. I mean, in a lot of places, just sell a one-sided mattress. So
almost all of them.
So the reality is,
brands.
If you move the thing around, and I know we've done that, you're doubling the life of, at least, of it, right?
Yes, I had a doctor who used to come and buy her, well, it'd be an Airbnbs now, but it was camps, and she'd buy the twins and fulls for bunk beds from me.
Right.
And she had dinner with the owner of a wonderful mattress place and furniture. And she said, I only have a patient, and I can get my mattresses two-sided. And she said, what about you? And I bought furniture there because of this answer. You have a lot of people say, oh, that's old-fashioned, you don't need it. He said, you want the truth. Her customers won't be back for 8 to 10 years.
Right.
Or ours will be back in 8 to 10 years, excuse me, and hers won't be back for 10 to 12. That's the truth.
Right.
And I thought, and plus it's harder because we're making them. So it is more labor and material, but we're right there. They'd have to send to Ohio or wherever and then try to...
But it costs way less because you're making them too.
Right.
I mean, because when you think about it, how many times it's got to get touched and it's got to get marked up.
Exactly.
And it's, and they have to do that to stay in business.
But I think the whole the culture that you're talking about is not one of sell. It's more of how can I solve your problem, and if I can't, why don't you go look around, and then maybe they come back and
they usually do.
Yeah, and you get them into the right thing.
It's true. And before I knew these guys years ago, I went to a mattress store and they basically locked the door.
Sure.
They didn't want me to leave, and we only have one left, and it's on a slide, and I was like, and it was icky. So Mattress Makers. So right across the street from Fleet Feet, behind Henry Wilson Jewelry, is that Chimney Plaza. They still call it Chimney Plaza. That
I think so.
I think they still call it that. Yes.
You'll see it. You can't see it unless you look. It's not like screaming at you, but you walk in, you'll see the factory. You'll see the mattress. You see Carol and Charlie. There's also one right across from Chick-fil-A. Right there
on Route 11.
But the Mattress Makers Syracuse. Carol, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.